Hey everybody, my name is Isaac Ordonez, and I play Pugsley Addams in the series Wednesday. And this is Young Entertainment Mag. Okay, we gotta listen to some fun questions here. What did you know about Pugsley Addams before auditioning for the role? I was aware of the Addams Family before I auditioned for Wednesday. I had seen the 90s movies, the animated films, and the black and white TV show. So I did know about them, and I knew that Pugsley Addams was the son in the Addams Family. What was the character description when you auditioned, and what was the audition process like? It was a while back, but from what I remember, he likes creepy crawlies and homemade torture devices. And the audition process, I submitted my self-tape, and fairly quickly after that, I met up with Tim, the producers, the writers, and I did a chemistry read with Jenna. And then I got the call, and I got the great news that I got the job. What did you do when you found out you'd be playing the role? It took me like a minute to process it. Then I remember I was laughing and then happy tears. What can the audience expect to see from Pugsley and Wednesday? What's different about this Pugsley that we haven't seen before, and where does he fit into the story? This Pugsley is more comedic and emotional for an Addams. What's different about him is his looks. He's darker. He has that Tim Burton look to him. And in this story, he's Wednesday's brother. Wednesday looks out for him and cares for him. Although this series is focused about Wednesday and her journey in Evermore and what happens there, rather than the Addams family. They're still there, but less about them. You were in a movie in 2018 called A Wrinkle in Time. What's something you learned from working on that film that you brought to this role? This is what I love doing, and I want to keep doing it. I was on set almost every day for 5 months. It showed me how much dedication you need to be an actor, but it also made me realize that I love doing this, and I want to continue doing it. You work with big names in A Wrinkle in Time like Reese Witherspoon, Mindy Kaling, Chris Pine, Oprah Winfrey, and Storm Reed. Was there anything you learned from working with them? Did any of them give you any advice? They didn't give me advice, although I did learn how to be professional. And Reese Witherspoon and Storm Reed were super nice, and every day on set they'd welcome you with open arms. Jenna Ortega plays Wednesday, Pugsley's sister. What type of sibling relationship do the two of you have, and how did you and Jenna create that dynamic so it shows on screen? Wednesday doesn't like to show a lot of her emotion, but on the inside, she really does care for Pugsley, and Pugsley looks up to her. I feel that Jen and I instantly clicked on set, and we spent a lot of time getting to know each other and goofing off. What's one thing you learned either on your own or from a fellow actor while filming Wednesday? I was blown away by Tim Burton's way of directing. He put so much detail and creativity in his directions, and he'll put detail into small little things that you might not catch. And he's unlike any other director that I've ever worked with. What are some similarities and differences between you and Pugsley? I do have an older sibling. She is mean, but I know on the inside she does care about me. Similar to Pugsley and Wednesday. Differences. Unlike Pugsley, I don't like to be tortured. What motivates you to keep acting? I just feel more alive when I'm on set. I love being on set, and I know I want to have the opportunity to dive in deeper, heavier roles. What are some things you do when there's downtime on set? If I'm not doing school, then I like to get to know the people around me and talk to them. But if they call quiet on set, then I'll go on my phone. Quietly. What's the number one thing you need in your trailer every day? Probably Wi-Fi. Water's nice, but Wi-Fi. If you were to pick 3 emojis for the show Wednesday, what would they be? Black heart, a knife emoji, skull emoji. Is there a fencing emoji? Wait, there is. Could that be a 4th one? Oh, it's a 4th. Any funny moments to happen off camera or behind the scenes while filming Wednesday? Okay, I was changing into wardrobe, and it was windy, like really windy. And the door from my trailer just burst open, and there was a group of people there, and I was only in my underwear and my socks, and this group of people, all eyes were on me. Some were smiling, some were laughing, and my mom had to quickly jump towards the door and fight the wind to close it. And I was so embarrassed. It wasn't funny at that time, but now that I think about it, it's pretty funny. How does it feel to play Pugsley Addams? If there's a season 2, would you still want to be part of it? It feels amazing to play Pugsley Addams. I feel very fortunate in getting to work with Tim Burton and this cast. I feel very lucky. And, of course I want to do season 2. Definitely. I hope there's a season 2. Thank you. This has been fun. And don't forget to subscribe to Young Entertainment Mag.